Hi, my Taurus friends. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming back, and thank you all the newbies. If you resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support to the channel, and I hope this message will reach everyone and each of you who is in the need to hear what the universe has for you in store for the rest of September. So without any further ado, let's clear the energy and let's begin, Taurus. Okay, last one. Perfect. Let's see which deck wants to talk to us today, Taurus. This one, the Witch's Tarot. The Witch's Tarot deck. My guardian angels, my spirit guides, let me see what I need to see to deliver the most accurate story. I already premeditated on your cards, Taurus, and cards are pre-shuffled. So without any further ado, we can begin. And let's see what is there for us to know for the rest of September for my Taurus friends. We will be doing 7-card spread. Taurus, I do not read cards in reverse. And remember, the energy is fluid, so it might be in reverse for you, for your situation. Apply as it fits. And do not try to force it. If it doesn't resonate with you today, you might want to come back and hear the message again at the later date. So let's see what is there for Taurus to know for the rest of September. Shuffling tend to sound really loud, especially on the headset, Taurus, so you might want to adjust your sound. Let's see what is there for my Taurus to know. Just one, Spirit, just one. Oh, did you see that one, Taurus? Just one. And there we go. Here's what we got, my dear Taurus. We have 7 cards on the table. We have 4 pentacles. We have the Wheel of the Year in this deck. In other decks, that is the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have Death card, and we have 10 of Wands. We have King of Swords and the Shadow side card, which in the other decks is the card of the Devil. In the position of the past, Taurus, we have 4 of Pentacles. And Pentacles represents earth signs. Pentacles talks about the material goods and earthy goods, everything that is tangible and things that we can feel and touch. 4 of Pentacles to me as a reader also tells that there's been a sense of stagnation, there's been a sense of boredom, it's been a sense of nothing is moving, and a sense of just dissatisfaction with the current situation. Sorry about that, I'm trying to multitask here. My timer was beeping on the stove, cooking lunch at the same time. Perhaps you are cooking or eating, or perhaps it's time to eat for you, honey, too, eh? Anyway, 4 Pentacles in the past, honey, you were feeling really bored and dissatisfied with something, situationship, person, or your environment. The next card, which represents your current present, is the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that there's a turn of the events going on, there's a change of seasons going on, there's some positive forwards movement that is starting, and you, honey, need to stay centered right now. That's very important. It also tells us that embrace the change. Don't be scared of the change. Taurus is a very Taurus is not a fan of the change. Taurus is one of those stable signs that normally is not a huge fan of big sudden changes in life. Taurus likes his routines, his little ways of doing things. So change can be a little bit uncomfortable. But this card wants to remind that there is nothing more stable and nothing more that we can count on in life as a change. There is a constant change in our lives. That is one thing that is always there present. This is also a 10th and final card in the deck with the Major Arcana, which highlights the cycle of life, the change of life, the cycle of the universe. So some events, some aspects of your life closed, and perhaps there's a new beginnings that you're starting, thinking, or working towards. There's the stage is being set for new developments in life, if that makes sense. It also appears often when something unexpected happens, something unforeseen, some developments and change in your plans that changes the course of life, the course of your way. It could be either or. It could be unexpected and unpleasant, or it could be leading you towards something better. So apply as that fits in your specific situation. But remember that the wheel is always turning. It never stops. It never stays still. So in the most stable place is actually in the center. So you want to center and balance yourself. Find what makes you calm. Find what makes you feel in tune with yourself, at peace. This card also advises you not to be attached to things, places, and people that are there for, as they say, some people, situations and things in our life are here for a reason, for season, and some of the things are for the long run. So don't get attached to that is temporary. And it also tells us that no matter how well we are prepared, no matter how well we think we are prepared, um, none of us is 100% in control of our environment, and we do not have the control of the events that happens around us sometimes. But this card also reminds us that whatever is happening right now, remember, everything good and bad is temporary. The wheel is always spinning. Okay? What's happening around us? What's going on right now? My beautiful Taurus souls. We have a Queen of Pentacles in that position. The Queen of Pentacles, again, that's you, Taurus. That's Earth signs. Queen of Pentacles, she's a very successful lady. She's a good catch. People look up to her. She has everything in order. She knows what she does, and she does it well. She's also a symbol of stability. She's security, generosity, abundance, satisfaction. So it tells me that, honey, the wheel is spinning, and you are doing a big change and cycle in your life, and you are becoming this beautiful, gorgeous Queen of Pentacles, which brings you that peace and tranquility in your life. It allows you to relax a little and enjoy your abundance that you've been working hard for. It allows you to enjoy the fruits of your hard work and all the efforts that you put in. And it tells that a lot of times people are looking towards the Queen of Pentacles as if she would be a role model of success, and she's an example of thoughtful planning and follow through. And she's someone who's accomplished. She's practical, she's consistent, she works well for herself, she has everything in order, her house is well organized, her job is done, she's at it all, she's a multitasker, and she does it well. She's also very generous, and she helps others. That's a very beautiful energy. In the position of the obstacles, we have a death card. Death card is the Scorpio sign, so perhaps there's a Scorpio in your environment, or you have Scorpio in your chart somewhere. And what is Scorpio? Scorpio is the sign of death and transformation. That means some cycles in our life are ending, and there's a huge transformations taking place. That is not a complete death. That is not in a complete death. Complete death to me as the reader is the Ten of Swords, which we don't have in the spread. Death is a transformation. It's a big, huge, sometimes radical transformation. There's some aspects, some chapters in our life that are ending, and there's a complete new chapter that we are starting. It's like a Scorpio who burns down but rises up as a phoenix, bigger and stronger and more powerful, in tune with themselves. You don't start from zero, you start from your experience. So it's not a loss. The chapter that closed, it's never a loss. It is a chance for something new, for new development, for new chapter, and you start not from zero. That comes very strongly towards you. Do not start from zero. You start from experience. You start from experience. That card is number 8 in the deck, so number 8 might have some meaning to you. You might want to look that up. Yeah, there's something else. It tells me that there's some stability that is coming towards you. You just have to overcome the fear of that change. I can feel that resistance towards that new chapter that is about to take place. There's some kind of resistance because it is making you feel uncomfortable. It is making you to come out of your comfort zone, and it is making you to do something that is not a part of your daily routine, and that is an obstacle for you. That is an obstacle for you. It is making you feel uncomfortable because you have to do or learn something different that that you normally would do, or something that you used to do before these changes took place. Yeah. What else? The next card I have is Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands sits here in the position of our environment, which again tells me that there's been a ginormous amount of work and effort that has been put in. You've been neglecting yourself a little bit, and just a poor grind. Like, it's been a sense of, gosh, it's too much. Like, I had enough of this. Will it ever end? It comes very strongly. Will it ever end? But you see the light in the tunnel. There is that beautiful castle ahead of you, and you, honey, you're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. It's very, very close, and you are getting ready to drop that burden, drop those wands, and start on a new chapter in that beautiful city, town, new place of living. That castle that is right there, you can see it. You're not there. It looks very, very close, but it's not quite there yet. But you are getting ready to drop those wands. You're getting ready to close that chapter. It also reminds us that delegate. Don't take everything on your own shoulders. Learn to delegate, and remember, asking for help is okay. There's nothing to be ashamed of. When you feel overworked, when you feel burnt out, remember that you also need to rest. Don't try to micromanage situation. Trust those people around you. Trust the ones that you chose. You chose them for a reason. And try to delegate some responsibilities that you have on your plate. That will be very beneficial for you. In the position of the advice, we have a King of Swords. And Swords talks about logic, rationality, action, movement. It's logic rather than emotions. It advises us to approach problems and obstacles using reason than focusing on your feelings and how it makes you feel. It also talks about movement toward the final result. And it advises to do a careful consideration before you make your final move. King of Swords can be a little harsh sometimes. It's a card of intellect, analysis, ability to fully understand complex situation. He's very, very rational. It calls you to detach from your emotions and act on your rationality when you're trying to make those final moves and decisions. This is a very independent person. He can be a good leader, authority. He knows how to be diplomatic. He has a big knowledge. He's very, very analytical. So it advises you to use those abilities of yours, rationality, analytical thinking. It can also refer to legal matters, contracts, official documents that you will have to deal with. So make sure that all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed before signing anything. Yeah. I feel that very strongly. Some paperwork, some contracts that there will need to be signed. Something is there that will involve, I don't know, could be even an exam of some kind. Perhaps you'll have to learn something that will be an exam, and it will require a lot of perhaps studies. Maybe you will need to learn something for your new job that will require a lot of analytic thinking. You might not like it, you might not agree with it, but you will be forced to make decisions based on logic and rational thinking rather than your emotions. And the outcome is the shadow side, which is a devil card in other decks. Don't be scared. That is a card of Capricorn. And the Devil card, me as a reader, mostly talks about choices and consequences, materialism, and sense of being trapped. So it doesn't represent anything evil to me, but it generally speaks about the need of um, management of your bad habits. Take that in consideration. It may come in your way. It might be a distraction, whatever that is for you. It can be anything from any harmful bad habits: smoking, drinking, drugs, food, overworking, like you name it. Anything that is addictions, bad habits. That card represents that very strongly to me. So we have to nip that in the bud. We need to take control of that and not to allow it to impact our future. It also talks about ego. Don't let your ego to take the best of you, and don't focus too much on the material parts of life and aspects. Yeah, don't neglect your inner needs. uh, don't neglect your needs. Don't forget to rest and trust yourself. Take rest. Take rest tells me very strongly that perhaps you need to consider a bit of a healthier ways. Try to, I don't know, cleanse, take a bubble bath, whatever helps to get rid of some toxic energy. Perhaps eating better, starting to exercise, just controlling the harmful bad habits if it's been an issue there for a little while, because that feels like it's holding you back from working towards your goal. And it's definitely someone doesn't like to hear that, because my throat is out of a sudden became very, very itchy, scratchy, and it's hard to talk. So someone doesn't like to hear that, but that is just a my apologies. That is just a confirmation for me that someone needs to hear that. Okay, honey. So that is all I had for you for this September, and I hope this message resonates. I appreciate all the likes and subscribes. Best of luck to you, honey, on whatever you are working. Love and light, and talk to you soon. Bye.